You don't need a perfect schedule to change your body. I want to tell you about one of my clients, Adrianna, because when she first started working with me, this wasn't some story about somebody who had unlimited time or loved going to the gym and just needed somebody to give her a harder workout. No, that wasn't her life at all. She was busy. She was working long days. She had family responsibilities. She was taking care of other people. Her knee was bothering her, all these different things. And she didn't even like going to the gym. Her original reason for coming to me was it was pretty straightforward. She wanted to lose weight. But as we started working together, it became obvious that the real problem was bigger than weight because you can know you need to lose weight. You can know you should exercise. You can know what foods you probably should be eating, but knowing what to do doesn't automatically mean you've built the life where you can actually do it consistently. And that's where we started. I didn't need Adriana to suddenly become somebody who loves spending 2 hours in the gym. I needed to help her build something that actually worked for her life. So instead of trying to force her life around fitness, we started fitting fitness into the life she was already living. She got a walking pad. She had a bench. She had some dumbbells, 10, 15, 25-pound dumbbells. And that was basically her gym inside of her apartment.
I got three. I got 10, 15, and 20.
Hmm.
And then I have my bench, my weight bench that I bought. And yeah, that's it.
20
Like,
pounds down, no full gym right
no,
there.
no. That's why I'm like, I'm excited. Like from here down, I'm straight. Like I'm cool, you know?
And we worked from there. We worked on her training. We worked on her nutrition. We worked on her consistency. And one of the biggest things we worked on was learning how to recognize progress instead of constantly focusing on everything that wasn't perfect yet. Because there was a moment during one of our calls where Adriana told me she didn't really have a win to celebrate. And I started pointing things out for her. This. And one of them things was her knee. When we started working together, her knee was bothering her, remember? It was bothering her enough that she had a knee brace and one of her original pictures. But months later, she told me she couldn't even remember the last time that her knee actually hurt.
As my knee was killing me, and now it's like I don't have that issue like anymore, like at all. I can't even tell you the last time I had issues with my knee. Probably when we first started, like I would say, because I remember my first picture. I think I had my knee brace on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Think about that. She almost overlooked that as progress. Something that used to affect her life on an everyday basis had become so normal not to experience anymore that she wasn't even thinking about it. And that's why I talk so much about progress being bigger than the scale. Because yes, the scale changed too now, but the time we had in this conversation, Adriana was down 24 pounds. That's 24 pounds. But listen to what else was happening. She told me she was going into stores trying on smalls and feeling good.
because I'm finally at a place where I can go in the store and I'm trying on smalls, and I'm feeling good. Like I'm into eight. I'm wearing an eight now. So it's like great. Um, but yeah, that all of that means nothing if
Mhm.
I'm not okay mentally.
She wasn't talking like somebody who was wondering whether she was capable anymore. She started encouraging her own family members too. She literally told me she finds herself telling other people, if you want to change your body, you got to do something about it. She literally said that. That's a completely different person talking from the beginning. Now, because she has evidence, she knows she can do it because she is doing it. And here's the part that I think really matters for anybody watching this who keeps telling themselves, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time, Coach Deers. My schedule is crazy. I don't like the gym. My life is too unpredictable. Adriana's circumstances didn't magically become perfect, fam. She had responsibilities. She still had work. She still had family stuff going on. The difference is that we stopped requiring perfect circumstances for her to make progress. And I think that's where a lot of people tend to get stuck. You're trying to follow a fitness plan that's built for someone else's life. Then your schedule changes. You're tired. Work runs overtime. Something happens with the family. You miss a few days. And then suddenly the entire plan falls apart. Then you blame yourself, get in your head, right? But sometimes the problem isn't that you need more information. The system you're trying to follow does not fit your life. That's the lesson from Adriana's story. She did not need a full gym. She needed enough equipment to execute. She didn't need to every day be perfect. She needed to know what to do. And when it didn't, she needed somebody to hold her accountable and somebody else to be there so she could start again. She needed a plan that allowed the woman she was, starting to become to actually take action. And towards the end of our conversation, we started talking about how close she was to her goal. And she said something that tells me more about her transformation than almost anything else, fam.
I'm so close, like I can taste it, so I ain't giving up. Like I'm not stopping. I'm not giving up. So
That's the win. Not just 24 pounds, not just smaller clothes, not just a knee that doesn't hurt anymore. She became somebody who believes she's going to finish what she started. So if you've been trying to change your body and you keep starting over, don't immediately assume that you need another diet or another workout or the best this or the best that. Ask yourself a different question. Does the system I'm following actually work with the life I live? Because you don't need a perfect schedule. You need a system that still works when life is not perfect.